Hello everyone and welcome to the program. I'm Sean Kimbaloye in Lagos. Well, let's get started tonight on the program. The president was in China and he had a series of meetings with several deals signed. The question is, how much of the benefits are those deals to Nigerians and to Nigeria? Tonight, I'll be joined from our Abuja studio by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Malam Garba Shehu. He joins us from our Abuja studio. Thank you so much for joining us, Malam Shehu. Well, then we will join Malam Shehu as soon as we're able to get signal from our Abuja studio. But let's focus on the election in Osun State. In another few days, the people of Osun State will go to the polls to elect a governor. The incumbent governor of the APC, Governor Aregbesola, has spent 2 terms. So the question will be, who will be the next governor of Osun State? In our bid to engage all the political parties, 48 of them who are eyeing the number 1 seat in the state are going to be engaged in campaigns and trying to woo voters. Tonight, we will be engaging the candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Senator Omisore, is a candidate of the SDP. Thank you so much, Senator Omisore, for coming on the program tonight.
Thank you. Good evening.
Let me begin by asking you, you were a former deputy governor.
Yeah.
You served as a senator twice on the platform of the PDP. Why did you leave?
Well, I left PDP because of the party inability to show democracy, which later manifested in the crisis of their post-primary democracy. I foresaw the issue a while ago because the convention we had in December was modeled up. Convention decisions were upturned against the party constitution and Supreme Court judgment. That shows clearly that the party lacked internal democracy, which eventually led to the bubble burst of many candidates and the crisis in court. And up till now, they're still running from pillar to pillar, from pillar to post and from court to court. So I thank God I left earlier, so I want to get enmeshed in the model of internal crisis of PDP.
Because if you, I'm not sure if you heard what some of the critics in the PDP in Osun State are saying, that you left only because you knew that you were not going to get a ticket of the party.
Well, like you said, critics. Since I left PDP in Osun State has been dead.
You mean that? But if you said that, they have a candidate for this election.
The point is that it's obvious that Omisore was PDP in Osun State, and the PDP was Omisore. And at the point I left was the fact that I foresaw lack of internal democracy. Our convention was held, party offices were chosen, and people fill the offices. Out of the lack of internal democracy of the party, the NWC now cancelled all convention decisions against the Supreme Court judgment. That is to say, the convention has the final say on any decision of the party. So for me, I mean, money shows the night. So at some point, you're wasting your time, basically.
Because, I mean, the allegation is that some of the leaders in the party, they said they were afraid that if they fed you as a candidate of the party, of the PDP, that they were going to lose woefully, and they wanted a more credible candidate. Those are some of the words of some of the critics, some of the leaders in the party, and the reason why they were resisting you. Those are their words.
Luckily, you're going to see election in a few days' time. So why are you in a hurry? I'm in SDP, PDP as a candidate, so we're going to go for elections. There's no point to fight over it.
You joined
the people determines their leadership. People determines who's popular. People determines who's credible. So at some point, these are party stalwarts and party rats.
Because the issue will be that some of them felt you ran in 2014 and you lost. And they were not going to give that benefit of the doubt again that they were not sure you were going to, you're that kind of candidate that can win them the election?
And what I'm saying now is that that's a very simple assumption. Now I'm carrying a flag of SDP. PDP as a candidate, we are going to pose in a few days' time. I mean, so why are you wasting your time postulating?
It's just that what some of your colleagues in your former party are talking about.
Of course.
And when we think that you've spent large amount of your time as a politician in the PDP, the platform had given you a lot of leverage. Leaving them at that time, some people think that you are desperate. Are you desperate to become governor?
I'm not desperate. If not, I won't go to any party. The people of Osun State has interest in Omisore, not any party. So there are a lot of people who are dead wolves in PDP who are even clustering and caused the defeat in 2014. So the best thing for you to show your name and show your clout. So there's no point in wasting your time.
So you're popular on the ground. Is that what you're saying? What
I'm saying now is that don't let us waste our time on that. Election is coming in for a few days' time. You are going to see the result. So why are you so much now?
Senator Omisore, are you saying you're popular?
I'm the most popular candidate in Osun State now.
Really?
Oh, yes.
You're popular than the PDP candidate or the APC candidate?
You know, the issue is national politics, Omisore and others. That's the issue. That's simple.
Is that how it has been? Or
either
now?
You like it or you don't like it. Either you like it or you don't like it. It has been so. And it's being reinforced now by this time, because of the problems of this administration. So it has become clearly Omisore and others in Osun State politics now. So, like I said, you don't just formulate, you just don't do a bedroom analysis or beer parlor analysis. Let us wait and see the result of the election.
Interesting. And your confidence, you left you joined the SDP in May this year. Is that true?
May this year.
Officially, we know that you left the PDP around that time.
Well, something like that.
Okay. And a few weeks later, you became the candidate of the party. So when you were talking about internal democracy, the question will be how you emerged a few weeks of joining, getting into a new party, and you're getting the ticket of the party.
Very simple. SDP is a new party. There are no structures in any of the branches in Nigeria.
SDP is not a new party. SDP is perhaps one of the oldest parties in Nigeria.
That was in 1991, during MKO time. This SDP was registered as SDMP about 7 years ago. It's changed the name to SDP recently 5 years ago. So it's a new party in the context of election in Osun State now. So basically, what I'm telling you is that, look, in the SDP in Osun State, and in any state for that matter, there were no structures of the party at all. And candidates are brought up through the structures. So we participated in the congresses of the party. We went through direct primaries, and I emerged. So a very simple process. If PDP has gone through that same process, they want this kind of problem we're having.
Let's look at some of the things that you hope to do. Before I move into that issue, SDP, you think they have the structure?
Of course. We have structures in every polling unit, in every ward, in every local government and the state. But again, today in Osun State, S is the largest party, if you want to know. APC is fragmented to 4 or 5 places, PDP into 2 or 3 factions. No member of APC, nobody can tell you who's a member of PDP or APC in Osun State today. They don't know where you belong to. They just assume that they are members of the party. We are very clear on the ground. We had direct primaries involved about 260,000 people, which is the largest number in Osun State politics.
Let me take you up on some policy issues. By the way, what is your program like?
In Osun State?
Your manifesto.
1, my major program in Osun State will be human capital development. Because of modulated salaries, unpaid pensions, and gratuities, the people's moral, the workers' moral has really been debased. And you can't progress in any state, in any workforce, without manpower. The difference between a good company and a bad company is the manpower. So I have a special program. I'm going to create a ministry of establishment and training to ensure that workers are paid promptly, arrests are paid, and ensure that pensioners are paid, and of course, a structure that we leverage and project programs on my government.
Should we win the election, how soon will that happen?
Well, I've done my own work. I have a blueprint already. America has a blueprint in that state up to today. I have a blueprint on all sectors of the economy, all structures of governance. So as soon as we move on, we start working immediately.
I mean, because when you say you are going to create a new ministry, that would demand some legislation and it take a process, isn't it?
What happened? Ministry creation is an administrative procedure. It's a convenience of governance. So there's not any legislature at all.
Okay, so
it's an administrative convenience, ministry creation. You don't need any legislation for that at all. It's the convenience of the governor to want to perform through that process.
Is human capital development, is that the one most important thing for the people of Osun State?
Of course, for now, the morals are low. They are being owed salaries for 3 years under what they call monetary salary scheme. Pensioners are being owed for 10 years.
The civil servants are not the only people in the state.
It doesn't matter. You have to drive the process. You want to do health facilities, you want to do education, water resources, work, commerce, agriculture, but we're doing it by particular people. They're civil servants. They're teachers. You don't forget that.
You said you're going to abolish common school uniform. Why?
Because uniforms are the pride of students or pupils. Uniform is a form of moral caution for pupils in those days. So this is why you don't mix Ojodu Grammar School pupil with that of Maryland. So there's a sense of responsibility inculcated in the pupils from the beginning of their life. Sense of pride is taken away from them. You're not giving uniform like common prisoners. It's only prisoners that you have common uniform all over the world, or even for all the forces. These pupils are in different schools. Some people went to particular schools of their uniforms.
All right.
So you can't just commonize everybody and put them on that. I mean, they've now changed to a different type of behavior. Now beyond thugs, touts, all over the place.
Senator Omisore, we'll take a moment, and when we come back, up next, we'll still be talking about Osun governorship states, which is up for grabs for about 48 political parties. The game is on. The grand finale is some days away. We'll engage further with Senator Yola Omisore, and then we will also engage the presidency on some very important national issues. Join us again, everyone.